Fucking music blaring the whole time. That's just to get the vibe set, you know?
Yeah.
But this beer, like, look at the papery bit, right? So the rip-off bit's there, but surely you're going to drink that and just get pure soggy.
Yeah. It's not
Soggy
very
paper.
practical, is it?
Yeah.
You having a wee beer? Since it's a Saturday night.
Saturday night.
When do you usually film them? Is that, have you got like a set routine?
I really should, but I don't.
Like, do you have a day where you upload? No.
Nah. I think I listened to a podcast and it was like some famous guy and he was like, you should really be doing it Wednesday, Saturday or something. But
I feel like a lot that I listen to upload on a Wednesday, but don't know why.
I don't know what the science behind that is, but
Science.
because surely you would want it on Monday morning when everyone's hating their life and work.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want soggy fucking paper in my mouth.
This looks like a smice. What is it?
Just a beer, but it's unfiltered. We'll put it in the camera because that way if Stella see it, then they'll
put a link in your bio in case any fans want to buy it.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you been getting any views?
Any views?
Many views.
Yeah, some. The Tino one's at like 200 and something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Has that been your most popular?
That was like the first one I promoted, so obviously like more people clicked on that one.
Yeah.
Because everyone would have been like, what the fuck's he doing?
Were you nervous to share it?
I was, yeah.
I can imagine.
You get over it quickly. No one's actually came up to me and been like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, again.
Good, hopefully.
Nah, everything that everyone said has been pretty positive.
Okay, that's good then.
Do
you like go in with a game plan of what you're going to talk about or no?
Nah. Sometimes I take wee notes. Like I've got notes like here, for all these different like things, but it's also just my to-do list as well. So it's just fucking I strip my ass at everything. Normally, if I'm like preparing it, then I would like put it in a Word document or something. But I just didn't bother my ass to do it today because there isn't that many things. I just wanted freestyle today.
Do you know what made me laugh? Seeing the one with Ben, and like someone clearly comes in and then he's like, right, okay, start again. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, and he starts pissing himself because he's just repeating himself. Because we did get like 3 minutes into that story and he was just like, oh, yeah.
That made me laugh.
Because there was like a place name he said.
I was like, to take this out or something because she's going like 3, 2, 1. Okay.
No, because Taylor came in, Zach's girlfriend, and she came down like twice, but she actually came in one at a time, so I had to cut that out. And then Jack came in because we were fucking going out that night, so I had to cut that out and all. And then he was just sitting out there smoking a joint, and we're like, and I could feel Ben getting anxious because he wanted to go out there and fucking smoke it with him. So I was just like, right, we'll wrap this up. But it was already an hour, so it didn't really matter.
Have we started?
I should probably like do an intro or something, and then I'll cut that in. Like, okay. It's good content and all that.
And I don't want to say anything like really funny, and then it's not part of it.
No, it'll still be part of it. I can just time it. It doesn't matter. We'll just shift it in, and then stuff will happen. How do you think it should start it?
I don't know.
It's my first female guest. I'm fucking nervous.
I know, I'm honoured to be the first female guest.
I know, I don't know what to do with it though. You could trip yourself up
dynamic.
here and be like, I could be like, sup bitch, and then get a lot of hate. I
wonder if I'll bring some different vibes to the vibe parlour than all your male friends.
Yeah, less toxic masculinity vibes.
I'll bring some interesting perspectives. You got questions to ask me?
Yeah. How does it work?
How does what work?
Being a female?
I don't know, still working out.
Oh mate, that was such a stereotypical answer, man. I just haven't really figured it out yet. Right, anyway, we'll do an intro first, right?
Action.
And
cut.
Action. Wait, no, that's cut, innit? No, cut and action is the same thing, innit?
Action. I don't know. Lights, camera, action.
No, because cut and action's like the same. Fucking.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Maybe there's something like different about it. I don't know.
Have your friends been quite nervous to making one?
Some of them have. I'm not going to name them, but
Go on, call them out.
nah, fuck that.
Who was shite?
His was shite. Nah, they've actually all been pretty good. Like, cause I was nervous as fuck doing my first one, and nobody was even seeing it
Yeah.
back then. So they've all
That's
handled it pretty fucking well.
That's good. That's nice of them to help you out.
Yeah, it's good. Got good friends.
So I feel some friends would be like, no, I'm not doing that. Did you ask them all, or just say like?
No, there's some people like I just haven't asked yet. There's certain people
I
that.
can't imagine Lupat being on it.
Oh, he's got to be on it.
Is he?
will be
I don't know if I can imagine Lupat.
I'm gonna get him and Robert on it, but that'll be like a landmark one. I think that's gonna be like.
That would be good.
That'll be like peak. That'll be
Have you
like.
done any like drunk yet? I've not watched them all. I have meant to, but can't find the time.
I'm trying to think. The Tino one I think was the most I've drank. I think done like fucking 7 shots or some shit on that one. We just kept doing them. It was like this bottle of Disaronno that he brought me. Do you want one?
No, I'm driving.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I did think to myself, I was like, I could have a wee drink. Like, it is a Saturday, but I drove.
Yeah, that's true. You
I don't
could
like-
just patch the car and then get a taxi back. It's only in the corner.
I'm being sensible.
What room?
I could get a taxi, but no.
I get a bus. Night bus. Still no done an intro, man. Fuck it. Why just
You don't really
start
need
it
an
cold?
intro.
We don't.
That makes it more awkward. Makes it too like.
Yeah, produced
forced,
and
pure,
fucking.
Hi guys.
Why? What is this?
Yeah.
A TV show? Right? Aye. No, fuck this.
Yeah.
Parlour episode 8. There you go. This is Jiddly Diddly. Can I say your full name? You've got a job in that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Compromise
Did you
you.
say my name? I mean,
Okay.
I'll
Jordan
probably get a
O'Donnell.
lot of inquiries after this to go on a lot of podcasts.
That's true. That was
Plug me.
another thing I was going to say. Like with a voice with that, like that. Radio fucking shows are gonna reach out
I'll
to you.
probably
And,
become a full-time influencer.
like you know how Hugh Keevans, he's like
I
coming to
don't
the
know
woods
who that
now.
is.
He's the super scoreboard guy. You know how my voice
I
is
knew
kind of
that
fucked.
rang a bell.
My voice is kind of fucked because I had a cough. That's what he sounds like all the time.
Constantly.
You know what he sounds like. You've heard it before.
I've
It's
heard the
like,
name.
Alfredo Morelos. Can you say that for me, please?
Yeah, I know the name rang a bell, but I don't think I know who he is.
Well, anyway, he's coming towards the end of his time. I think he's pretty grey-haired. So you could overtake him, and who knows what
Enjoy
could
the
happen.
super scoreboard. 'Cause I
Someone
know so
sees
much
this and
about
goes,
football.
that's a voice. And a face for the radio, man. Anyway, how have you been?
I've been good. How have you been?
I've been alright.
Did you say
Been
you
pretty
were
unwell.
ill?
Yeah. Pretty
Was it
unwell.
COVID?
Yeah.
Was
There's
it?
been a... No. I don't know
Yeah.
why I said yeah.
No. Have you had COVID yet?
Nah, they can't get me,
Managed
man.
to dodge it.
The govies can't get me,
A
man.
lot of your friends have had it, have they not?
Yeah.
After like London and that?
They keep getting it.
Multiple times?
Someone's had it twice. I think Bogdy's had it twice.
I did eventually get it. It got me at New Year.
What is
All
it?
my friends got it on Indie Beers on
Oh,
Boxing
so
Day.
you did.
Honestly.
No, mate.
There's like so
see that
little-
period?
Yeah.
I fucking dodged it like so well. Like
I feel if you got through the festive period without catching it, you're like invincible. Kirsty didn't get it, and I was like, how the fuck? She's like, I'm just built different.
It's just different. No, because I was supposed to be there that night,
Mm.
and then I ended up buying a last minute ticket to the shed, going there, and then if they got it, there was interviews that night, and then I went on New Year's Eve, and they got it that night. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I literally feel like every single person who was there on Christmas Eve and Boxing Day got it.
Was I not there on Christmas Eve? Was
Oh,
I?
you were there Christmas Eve? Well, obviously I don't know when, because you don't know when you got it, but on Christmas morning I done a test just because I was going to my nana's, and I thought, right, I can't have that on my conscience. So I done a test and it was negative. Boxing Day, I was going out and I was getting ready doing my makeup, and I was like, I think I've got a little bit of a cough. And then I was like, nah, I'm not doing a test, fuck it. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't say that on the podcast.
What?
I was just
Nah,
like,
it's
nah,
fine.
there was a
Doesn't
point.
matter.
I'm getting ready for a night out, so
Here, it doesn't even exist anymore. It
I
doesn't,
know
like,
that's true. Like, you don't even
who's
have to
gonna pull you
isolate
up for
in England anymore.
Yeah, mate, I said that to
So,
fucking
can't be that bad.
Tino or
can
something.
it?
He was like, no, aye, you do. And I was like, no, you don't. Aye,
Yeah.
you don't.
So
Confirmed.
I was like, nah, I'm not going to do one. So I went on the night out, And then I was in the taxi on the way home, and I actually said, I was like, I've defo got COVID, because I was pure. I was like, as the night went on, my throat was getting sorer and sorer. Then I woke up in the morning, honestly felt like horrendous. My throat was in bits, like, you know, when you wake up it feels like you've been swallowing glass. It was so bad. And I'd done a test from my bed, asked mum to bring up the test, like, done the test on my bedside table, and I was like, fuck, it was positive.
Wee Russian cough.
Yeah.
Ouch, man. I guess I'm just built different.
Must be. My mum's still not had it. It's so weird that, like, they say it's so contagious, but my mum lived in the same house with me and did not isolate one bit. Like, she obviously didn't leave the house.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't really stay away from each other, and she never got it. Like, I was pure
Good
trying to be
cuddling,
careful. She did give me a hug when I was upset, and I was like, Mum, I've got COVID, stay away.
Was it boys?
No.
Oh,
It was
okay.
because I was ill.
Ah, I see.
I was like,
that was me being
I'm missing New
misogynistic.
Year. Exactly.
Just unintentionally?
No, it was because I was like, it was New Year and I was staying in and I was ill. Yeah. And then she was like, come here. And I was like, Mum, I've got COVID. But yeah, she didn't get it. And like, I was making soup at one point and she was like, I'll taste it. And I was like, you can't, I've touched the spoon, like, you can't. And she had a taste of it and everything, like, couldn't get it. So.
Yeah, it's weird. They must just be contagious to other people, but
maybe
do you want to go into science? Do you want to like try and figure it out?
Maybe.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do a shot, but
Okay.
actually, you know how I was saying I was trying to do things different. Every episode, I've changed from the plastic shot glasses,
Oh, you've got a wee.
and I've got
Glass one?
glass ones because I don't want to kill the planet. Did you
Sustainable queen.
Did you see that guy that tied himself to the goalpost at that football match?
Oh, I think I actually seen a screenshot of it
Yeah.
on Twitter or something, but I don't know anything about it. I'm honestly so bad with keeping up with like what's going on in the world, which I feel is
A good thing.
no.
It's a good
But
thing.
yeah, if you ask me about like what's going on, I never know. I'm always like, no, not seen that. But yes, I think I seen a screenshot.
Excellent.
What was it about?
It wants you to stop using oil, which is fair enough.
But is there an alternative to oil? Like, surely we need
For
it
a lot
for
of
some
things,
stuff.
nah. Like, the thing,
Like
the
what
irony
else?
of it all was he put a cable tie around his neck and tied that to the goalpost, and a cable tie
It's plastic.
is plastic, which is made with fucking oils.
Oh, that's true. Is it? How do you
Yeah.
know that?
Well, what do you think plastic's made of?
I don't know.
Oh well, do I look it up?
Maybe.
Look it up and we'll fucking
But yeah, that's not very sustainable. Plastic should have been a rope.
He has a point, but what's the point in doing that kind of shit
Mm.
if you don't offer an alternative, you know?
Do you think you should have wrote up an essay?
Yeah, do what the
Here's what I
fucking
suggest.
the Unabomber did, man. Write a big manifesto on how to change everything. What was I looking up?
Oh.
What's what's plastic made of? What's
No, not what's. You said it's made with oil.
fossil fuel?
Do you like look at the camera when you do it? I don't know where to look. I'm looking over here. I'm like, do I look at you? Do I look at the screen,
Sometimes
or
you
do I
can look at me.
camera?
Whatever gives you comfort.
Naturally.
It doesn't matter
Okay.
because it's just a conversation. That shot was nice though. I
Oh, I
did
missed
pledge
it,
to
you done
Tino that I was going to finish that before he came back, but he is back next week. So.
Oh, is he? Back by popular demand.
Well, not back here, but he might be. I don't know.
But
See if
did
he's
you
written
mean
me
back on
another
the
poem.
did you mean
He's
back
coming
on
back.
the podcast?
Well, maybe he's coming
He
back
wrote you a
up from the
He wrote
army.
you a poem.
Aye,
I didn't watch that one. Sorry.
mate, it's the
I know,
best
I'm
one.
sorry.
It's not the best one.
I've
It's good
watched
though.
I watched the first one because that was just a short one, the like 10-minute one.
Oh, right.
Watched all of
That's all
that,
you can handle.
and then I watched half of the Croft one.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep halfway through it. I was hungover. Not like it was boring me. That's not what I meant.
Really good, man.
No, I was really hungover and I was lying on bed watching it, and then I did doze off. And then I watched half of the Ben one.
Nice. All right. Okay.
I think I was just.
It's all right.
I don't mean that in an offensive
No,
way.
it's fine. I don't expect everyone to watch every
I
hour
think
of
I
fucking
would
content. That's
listen
it,
to
yeah.
them all. See if so. I don't watch any podcasts, but I listen to a lot of podcasts if I'm like walking, driving, in the gym.
Mm.
So it's harder if it's YouTube. You can't.
Yeah,
walk your
you can't
phone
do the wee.
and still listen to it. So
Yeah.
maybe that's a wee note for you to get it on like Apple Music
Nah.
or Spotify.
Nah.
No?
I won't. Nah, I will probably put it on Spotify. I'll look into it maybe this week. I'll maybe do it for yours.
Get that on your to-do list.
Yeah. The thing is with it though, like, I don't know if I could put the past episodes on Spotify because I've fucking deleted them from my hard drive now. I could maybe re-download them from YouTube. I just don't know what that would do for the audio files or whatever. Science and shit. Another shot for Jacob.
Another one.
It's a Saturday night. I've actually no 8 since like 11 in the morning. That's the speaker turning off. You should know that noise. You're a Vibe Parlour loyal. Come on. You've been here before.
Kirsty was showing me the messages she sent you that night out the other night, and she put on the voice note I sent, and I was like, what the fuck?
Aye.
What? I was like, I do not remember saying that.
It's all fun.
It kind of made me feel sick.
I feel sick. Shout out Kirsty, man.
I know. She is a loyal watcher. I think she's watched them all.
She's definitely going to watch this one because you're on it. She's going to be hanging on every word.
Are you prepared for this to be your most watched episode? Because I'm on it.
Man. Yeah, she's just going to have it on repeat.
I'll get all my friends to watch it. Do you have... I was going to say, have you ever watched them back? But then I suppose you have to edit them, so you kind of do watch them back.
I need to, and see by the time I put it up, I'm fucking sick of them.
Yeah.
Like hearing the same stories over and over again.
Because like, see if you see a video of yourself at someone's tick or you hear your own voice, it's a bit like, ooh.
Yeah. Like...
Do you start hating it after when you're editing it? Like,
yeah,
judging yourself, like, why have I said that?
Why have I said that? Why have I done that? Sometimes I do it while I'm fucking recording it, and then later on in it, I'm like, wait, hold on. Can I just clarify? No.
Do you need to edit much though? Or is it kind of...
I try not to. I try not to, like,
just raw and uncut.
Cut everything, yeah. Raw and uncut. Like a good Christian male. But, yeah, there's certain things that you can't get round. Like the Tino one was a pain in the ass. Like I had to
cut a lot out.
I had to, no, not cut a lot out, but I had to edit it in the sense that I had to bleep all the fucking second names and shit that he was saying. Because he was talking about that scrap that happened in De Beers that time. And he was just saying literally
the one quite recently?
Name. Well, aye, it was the...
Aye, or was that another one? Your friends are always getting in fights. You attract that?
I don't know what it is. What do you think it is? The haircuts?
I don't know.
The bravado?
Maybe just because it's like a big group of boys kind of causes a scene.
I know, but I don't think we're like...
Nah, I don't think you are.
I don't think we bring it on.
No.
Like, I don't like, oh yes, come fight me.
Maybe,
you know what I mean?
Maybe a couple.
Well,
one or two.
Maybe. Yeah, a few drinks in them. Maybe. But...
Nah, don't know.
But that night, it was literally just go and watch the football and then go home. I don't know what it turned into because I had left already, so...
I didn't even know you were there.
I was there, yeah. I went there, watched that Rangers v Dortmund second leg. They went through. I go home with Boydie, and then they were all still there, and apparently some guy just came in and started wanting to scrap it there, and then the rest is history. But I was speaking to some guy in the gym that I went to school with, and he was like, aye, see that guy you were talking about on that podcast? I think he came in the next week and done the exact same thing.
Oh, really?
It was like, was he Irish? And I was like,
was he?
I don't know. Well, no, I don't know.
Worst cunts. Cousin fights. Oh, you're not allowed to say that?
No, you just called Irish people worst cunts.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean Irish people. I just meant people that pure come in pubs. I wasn't saying Irish people are worst cunts.
On the week of St. Paddy's Day,
No,
man. I can't believe you've done that.
I'm a good
You're one of them,
I'm a
or
good Christian girl. Promise. I'm a good Catholic. I say my prayers.
I'm going to need to cut that out.
I wasn't saying Irish people are worse.
You're going to get fucking chucked out by your own folk.
I was saying people that come and cause fights in pubs. I was like, why have you looked at me like that? I thought it was because I said cunts. I was like, oh, you know, let's swear.
Why would you? It's YouTube, mate. Say
PG. You might get demonetised. Not that you're making money from it.
Exactly. I'm not making any fucking money. I'll maybe start worrying about that when they start paying me some rats. No, don't censor yourself for me.
Okay.
Say exactly what you want to say.
Okay. I was going to say something really controversial there, but I won't.
About?
Just like anything, because you said something you want to say.
About people from...
Oh!
From...
What are you going to say then?
No.
What are you assuming I would say?
Nah.
Don't put
It's
words
just
in my
something
mouth.
she said off air before she got it. About a certain race of people.
Fuck off.
It's just
My eye keeps
Some
twitching.
things
I
are
keep
better.
getting that recently.
change the subject.
No, it seriously does. It's like a weird twitch. I've googled it and it says when you're tired, but well, I'm a little bit tired, but
Do you
Not
you don't
making
drink coffee, do you?
not really. I'm a bit of I can't really handle caffeine.
Have you ever like snorted caffeine? That was something like people used to do back in the day.
No.
No.
Are you being serious? We used to do that.
It was like back in when my brother was in high school. They would do it in PE. Like
Are you being serious?
I like.
I thought you were bumming me
I think somebody was in like into like rugby and that, and he had like caffeine tablets, and they crushed them up.
Obviously, rugby people.
Yeah, drinking each other's piss and that. Anyway, they fucking all snorted a wee bit of caffeine, and apparently like half of them waited, and then half of them were just like blinking. Like,
I feel like I remember one of my pals, Jack, doing that when we were at prom, and we went back and stayed at whatever hotel we were at, and you know you get the little mini bar type thing, and
yes.
and I had like caffeine, and he was just like eating the coffee, like
Oh,
the wee
the coffee
granules. I don't think he snorted them, but he was like
right.
eating them. But I think he waited.
Nice. Yeah, fuck
So
it.
cool.
Do you like looking at yourself in this
No,
camera?
not really. It's kind of freaking me out. I wish I couldn't see
Do
myself.
you want me to just?
Can you do that?
Aye.
Oh, no, turn the brightness down. Oh yeah, that's kind of better actually. I don't really like being able to see myself.
Jacob figures that out once again.
Yeah, that's better. That was smart putting the brightness down. I wouldn't have thought of that.
I was thinking about incorporating the unicorn into this one again, but
In what way?
I
What
don't know,
kind
just getting it in somewhere.
Did you just have it sitting here last time?
Yeah, but like it's probably not even sitting in the right spot.
It's probably too short to be on the camera.
No, because you can set it on its hind legs and then it fucking
Was
picks yourself up.
was Bonko's bingo good?
It was really good. See,
it looks
like
like such a laugh.
I wasn't going to go because I was really fucking ill, and I didn't want to let Ross down because it was for his fucking birthday. So I was like, shit. So I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna sort myself out. I was like rubbing Vicks on the soles of my feet.
Does that work?
Have you heard of doing that?
I think I might have.
Right. It fucking works pretty much.
I always put it on like my chest. My mum tells me to put it on my chest,
Yeah.
and then I obviously put it under my nose if like my nose is blocked. But I've never put it on my feet. Did it work?
A little bit. It's still not like
Was it placebo
solved.
though? Is the question.
A gazebo.
No, placebo.
A big parlour. This is a gazebo.
No, it's not.
Nah,
A gazebo is.
I
like
know. I'm
plastic.
sure some people have called it that though before, because it's just a big hanging
This is
middle.
a hut.
Would you call it a hut? I
Yeah.
call it more of a church. More of a
Palace.
a sanctuary. An idea.
No, it's a hut, babes.
I don't like not being able to see myself. What about being able to see yourself just
A wee bit?
Just a wee bit.
Okay.
These wicks are
Crackling.
crackling.
Is it
I wonder
meant
if it's
to be
just
one of
fucked
those?
the whole podcast and that's all you can
just
hear.
Nah, surely not. Do you have to be dead close, or can it still hear you?
Nah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Like
It
being
can hear
too close,
you.
being too close is a problem. To
Oh,
be
really?
honest, I can always alter the audio and make it louder. But
Okay.
one thing me and Ben did on that podcast, which is why like headphones is a good idea, because you can hear yourself. But like
is
your
that not
P's and
off-putting? To
what?
be able to hear yourself, but is it in time with you speaking?
It does fuck a lot of
So-
people up to start with, but when you're too close to it, you're like, oh,
Yeah. Have you
say
tried
I
it
was
with
to
the
say
headphones?
the word like Peter or something, it would just come up as,
Peter.
you know what I mean? Like you're just like, what the fuck's the point in this?
Okay.
Because you'd be as well just using the phone audio at that point, which is what I'm going to need to do for the last episode, because I tried to use headphones for that
What,
one.
the one you just filmed before I got here?
Yeah, that one. And I tried to use headphones for that one, and I didn't do the fucking sound preferences right, so it just as soon as I hit stop record, it like didn't come up with any sound, and I was like, oh well, okay. But like I listened to it on my phone, it doesn't sound too bad, so it's fine. But I need to watch, because like I did, I think the Chum episode, and I listened to it. Yeah, he's been on. I did that one, and I listened to it back on my phone, and my speaker was all blocked because I'd done a tree job. It just had sawdust in my fucking speakers, so I had to clean that out.
So how does it work? You just do the audio on that? And wait, so you film it, and you film it and audio on there?
Yeah. Audio on the laptop, video on there.
Okay.
But
how did you work it all out? Just like I would, if someone was like film a podcast, I'd have no clue where to start. Did you like search it, or you just
kind of guessed.
Just
see it? That's the thing. See the way I've got it set up?
Might not be the right way.
It's not the right way. I absolutely am sure it's not the right way, but I'll figure it out as I go along. Like, see this mixer that I have?
Oh, it's very
These
professional.
are the two. It looks really professional, but I don't know how to fucking use it, right?
So it come with a manual?
It does, but it's fucking useless, right? Because, see, Macs,
Classic men.
it comes with a manual for like a normal Windows computer or something, and this is a MacBook, so it's not gonna be
Macs
compatible.
always never thingy up with things, I feel.
They never thingy up with things.
They don't.
These
They're
are
not compatible
scientific
with
things.
anything.
But these two things are where the headphone jacks are supposed to go, but they don't work if I put them in there, so I need to put them in that one, and they somehow work that way, but one's louder than the other, and it's like, bro, what the fuck am I even doing at this point? I'm just fucking guessing. So it's
Sounds like you're working out though.
I know, I should maybe get like a guest on that like
Producer knows
does that kind of shit, and then they could just maybe look at it for like a minute and be like, oh yeah,
you got that in
and
the
then
wrong
just
way.
fiddle a bit with it for like a minute and then be like, ah yeah, that's what I do. Then I would just take a photo of it and be like, ah, there you go.
Or just Google it.
Listen. I googled SZ Mix 08 USB.
Did you?
Fucking millions of times. Nothing comes
That's all
up.
your
It's
search
as if
history.
it's as if they don't want you to figure it out.
It's
It's as if they want you to
fail.
return it or try and fucking just bin it maybe and buy another one. But eventually I probably will get a better setup, because I don't really like these headphones. They're like clunky and shit. I'd rather have like Beats.
Was all this expensive to buy?
No, not really. This whole kit here was like 150 quid or something. And I bought it fucking ages ago. I bought it like. I looked it up as well. I have the receipt on my email somewhere, but I'm not going to go into my emails.
I feel like I'm slouching. I've got such bad posture, really bad. I think it's because I'm so tall. Like, I find myself when I'm standing up, like, naturally slouching as if I'm trying to be smaller than I am.
Just to fit into all the pictures and it.
Yeah.
All the school photos and it.
Uh-huh.
Nah. Get
Do
a
you
chiropractor, bro.
I know, I actually really need to go to a chiropractor badly. I keep putting it off though.
Office jobs though. Like, what's your desk setup like for your job?
At home? It's in my spare room, and it's like it's a screen and a laptop, but the laptop's on a stand, so it's like two screens.
Yes,
Quite good.
excellent.
I like
Excellent.
it. When I first started, my sister still stayed at home, so we didn't have a spare room. So I was just like at the dining table in the living room, and that was pretty shite. And my mum hated it because like when she came home from work, she finishes at 2. So, and I finish at 5, so for like 3 hours she couldn't come in the living room. So she'd just be like pissing about. So it was kind of shit for both of us. She wanted her living room back, I wanted an office, and then my sister bought a house and moved out, so I changed her room into an office.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it all works out eventually.
Yeah, so that's like I call it my office / walk-in wardrobe, because I've turned it into like extra storage space. So I've got like a wardrobe, 2 chest of drawers. Yeah.
Chester drawers.
I know I say that weird, chest of drawers, is it?
I know, but what did
I call it a Chester drawer.
I would call it Chester drawers, but
it's chest of drawers.
But why?
I know. Well, that makes sense because it's a chest of drawers. Chester drawer doesn't make sense.
But why is the R in there, you know? It's like people that say idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they mean idea.
And when people say Aldi's, that annoys me. It's just Aldi. Or Tesco's. It's just Tesco.
Yeah.
You don't say Asda's.
It's not good.
What else do people do that pisses you off?
There's too much shit. See that last episode there? I went on a rant about fucking B&Q and how they only have one toilet.
I almost spat that out all over you. That's not what I was expecting. I went on a rant about B&Q.
Mate, B&Q is fucking massive.
Actually,
And they
I've
have
always
all
thought
the
I would
shit
like to
there.
work in B&Q. See, when I'm in there,
Oh,
I'm like, I think
absolutely.
it'd be quite laugh to work in here.
Have you ever seen the movie Employee of the Month?
No.
Right, it's basically this movie, and it's basically about
Basically.
Basically. Oh, fuck, am I going to figure out that I've been saying the word basically every episode like 100 times? It's just going to be a collation gets made 100 episodes later where I'm just saying basically 1,000 times. It's better than Joe Rogan saying the N-word like 100 times. But anyway. Right,
basically.
Employee of the Month is a movie about all these employees that work in a B&Q like establishment, and they make a mad den in B&Q, which is why I always wanted to work there. Why did you always want to work in B&Q?
I don't know. When I'm in there, I just feel like it's like, I don't know. Now you've put me on the spot. I can't decide. But
it just feels like good vibes. The orange aprons.
I don't know. I just think it'd be like you're not pure sitting doing the one job. I feel. Do you know what I mean? I think you'd be like going about different departments and all that. Am I going to be put out in the garden centre? Am I going to be put on the kitchens and bathrooms?
No, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like diverse.
Yeah, I like that.
But then maybe you'd just be on the tills, and that would be boring.
Yeah, be on the tills.
IKEA I've also always thought would be a laugh, but maybe not.
I know, but like, how often are you going to be doing something different in IKEA? You're not going to be serving meatballs one day and then...
I kind of like that. IKEA uniforms kind of cool. I've actually never tried them, but people rave about them. What love is the IKEA ice cream. That's good. Have you ever tried that?
That's like the kind of whipped shit, innit? I've not been in a while.
Good. I've actually been a few times.
I've had no reason to go at IKEA. I've not been doing any sort of interior decorating.
I done up my room the first lockdown, and then my sister obviously just moved out, like I said.
Did you get a Malm?
I did get Malm. I did. A Malm Chester drawer.
Oh fuck, you set me off. That's going to be the start.
Why have you cut yourself off but I can still see me? I don't like that.
I'll get you to.
You've like put you out the screen, but then I can still. Yeah, that's fair.
No, wait, actually.
No, I don't want to see it. I don't really like seeing. I keep finding myself going back to it.
It's just so I can hit.
Do you know what was kind of off-putting? What was it? The first episode you had like the two screens
on
it.
Yeah.
That was annoying.
No, it's because I had both cameras on and I never cleared with Croft that was the camera, so we were just both looking at that one.
I know, I feel I've not looked at that one much, but
no. Well, I'm glad you haven't, because like, well, you've already actually picked up on what the problem with it was the camera shit. But second episode, mate.
Here we go.
If you're going to be critical of that, then start your own podcast. See how it goes. Have you ever felt like starting your own? I know you listen to it a lot.
I do like a good podcast. Sometimes I do think, like, because I listen, like, I was going to say I listen to a lot of, but it's just the one actually. Like, I do listen to a few podcasts, but I was going to say I listen to a lot of that's like advice. So it's like people message in and then they like respond to it, but it's just the one that's like that. But sometimes I think when I listen to it, I'm like, I think I'd be good at giving that advice. Like, I think in my head, what advice would I give on that dilemma? But no, I don't think I would do that. I don't think I have the balls to do it.
The balls? Very gender specific term.
But
2022.
I don't know.
Fucking
no, I don't think I would.
Work on yourself and come back to me.
Oh, shut up.
Episode 27.
Shouldn't you ask me to come on again?
Yeah, I think this one's going pretty well, to be honest.
What's been your favourite one that you filmed that you thought, oh, that was good?
See the Tino one, because it was that buzzed after it.
Yeah, because it was a good laugh.
Yeah, because it was mad with it after it. I think because we done it on like a fucking Friday night or a Saturday night or something. I think that feeds into it.
Yeah.
Whatever you're kind of doing
going
at the time.
It, like, what vibes you go into it with.
Yeah.
Big Parlour.
Like, aye, exactly. And I think I prepared for that one more, whereas I think all the other ones I've kind of just chucked them together and not really prepared as much as I probably should have. But that's kind of on me. It's not really on the guest. It's like finding the balance between it being natural and you're not pure like too structured, but then also if you just sat here, then it might get a bit like
well, what are we talking about? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, aye.
Could we get a balance?
I know, but I don't think there's ever going to be a point. Like, if I'm ever going to have my pals on, which I was never really worried about, was like having my pals on and sitting in silence.
Yeah.
I would never do that. I would never do it in
Conversation
person.
isn't
So
gonna
why
drive- yeah.
why would it happen when I've got my phone pointed at us?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Do you want to do it now? Just sit for 10 minutes.
Sure. No.
No.
It was a pure nice day today, wasn't it?
Mm.
Where did you go? I seen your video in the water.
Oh yeah, did you? Oh mate,
Oh yeah, did you?
Jenk, I should like fuck it up there and just.
Insert
I
a
did.
clip here. I love
Is
when they
it?
do that on YouTube videos. Do you watch many YouTube videos?
I've been watching a lot recently.
Oh really? What kind
A
of
lot
stuff?
of,
I
like-
can't imagine. I wouldn't have thought boys would watch YouTube videos. I feel that's a pure girl thing, like vlogs and stuff.
I think it was at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of boys maybe watched like gaming videos
Yeah,
back then,
that's true.
and that was like the only thing on YouTube that they
Mhm.
watched. But now I think it's like a
Gender neutral thing.
yeah. I think a lot of folk watch podcasts on YouTube now,
Yeah.
like whenever they have the time to do it. Obviously, like but I've been doing that quite a lot. I've been watching like Lemmy obviously, and I've been watching his like Twitch clips, and then I've been watching like American cunts and their clips or whatever.
Nice.
What did you ask me again?
Oh, where did you go? When you
Oh.
went in the water.
How the fuck did we end up there?
Because you said
Uh,
insert it here.
Oh right, okay. Balmaha.
Are you going to insert it?
I need to know.
The
I done
fans want
some-
to see it.
Yeah, I went there myself. Right, I was supposed to go and get Ben, but I texted him saying I would get him at 8:30, and he texted me at 8:20 saying, "I just patch me," because he obviously just wasn't up.
Mm.
I don't know what he was doing the night before. Dirty dog.
Mm.
So I ended up not even going till like 10:30 or something. Got there and was just already in my swim shorts because I know I have to change into them to then change back out them.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, blue swim shorts, let's do it.
Was it
And,
cold?
very fucking cold.
I always want to do that. Like, you see a lot of people recently, like, going in the sea, cold water, but I really hate the cold.
It's a good dunk, no?
Like, I can imagine after it's some buzz, but, like, I'm miserable when I'm cold. Like, see when all the beer gardens opened, like when after lockdown,
Yeah.
and it was only beer gardens, but it wasn't really beer garden weather yet.
Yeah,
Like
never
Christy
sitting
was-
outside eating
yeah.
like a Scotch egg in it.
And Christy was like, "You better come wrapped up because you'll be fucking miserable if you're cold. Like, if I'm cold, I'm not in a good mood." So I would like come with like 5 layers, jumper, jacket, gloves, scarf, hat, piercing, like
Yeah. That's when every cunt was going to the fucking Abbey.
Abian,
The Abbey Inn, man.
because that had the big beer garden. They
I'd
turned
n-
the car
I
park
had
into a beer
never
garden.
heard of anyone going there until that
Christy goes all the
happened.
time.
Christy does
Before
go all
that,
the time.
She's an
She's the
Abian
only one I
loyal.
know that goes all the time. But aye, because that's got a massive like beer garden, I suppose.
I think they turned the car park into a beer garden.
Just for that.
But then I think there was an issue with like licensing where it turns out they weren't actually allowed to be like, don't know if I should be exposing that. That they weren't
Fuck it.
actually like
What they're
allowed
going to
be,
do.
like, selling alcohol or something on it because it it was meant to be a car park. I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose you can't serve alcohol in a
Just like
car
on the
park.
street.
Yeah, I suppose. Do you think I'll ever piss someone off to that extent where we come and like burn this place down?
Hopefully not.
No,
Don't see that
fucking
happening. Unless.
But you don't know who owns the Abbey Inn. They could hear this and be like,
Oh, the I was like, I thought you were just asking a general question.
They
Like,
could-
do you
they-
think I'll ever piss someone off and they'll burn this down?
I know, well,
Didn't
yeah,
know you meant in relation to that bin.
yeah,
Well, you never know.
you never know. I guess we'll never know. Have you seen that Kanye West clip? Have you watched the Kanye West documentary? You should, man.
So, remember the last time I seen you, I asked you this and you said it was good and I should watch it. So, I've
When was
started
the last
it.
time you seen me?
Happy Town. Or is that what it's
Half
called?
time.
So I started watching it. I watched the first episode and I'm halfway through the second. They're quite long, but I'm really enjoying it. I don't really know much about Kanye West and all that. Obviously I like his music, but my friends all like really like the Kardashians and all that, so they're so in on all that drama. Like they're always talking about it in the group chat, like, oh my god, Kanye's posted another thing, and like I just know nothing about it because I don't watch all that. So yeah, I found it really interesting. Like I only see the odd thing, like he's quite obviously well known for being a bit mad on social media, isn't he? Like posting strange things. So I see a bit. I don't really keep up on all that stuff, but I see from time to time he seems like he's lost his marbles a little bit. But I thought it was really interesting that it started way back. Like I didn't expect it to.
Yeah.
Like started in like 1998, and I was like, oh, that's pure interesting. It was really interesting to see him way back then. Seemed like pretty normal guy, but I've obviously not got to the part yet where he's like, but it's like up to speed. Does it get to like these days?
Nah, the last episode's like
wild.
It's not even fun to watch. Like the first one's like really good and inspiring and shit.
Oh, I've pure enjoyed that. I was like, this is so good.
The third one, you're like, maybe I'll just sit in this and no bother chasing my dreams.
Christy was saying it's sad when his mum died.
Aye.
She said he was never the same after his mum died. She said that.
Because they kind of relied on her for like everything. But yeah, that fucks him up.
Yeah, because Christy told me before, I said to her, like, oh mum, I'm going to watch it. And she was just talking about him. She thought, oh, it's a shame, like he's never been the same since his mum died. So then in the first episode when they go and visit his mum and she's like talking to him and stuff, I was like, oh, it's kind of sad now that I know she dies because they seem close.
Yeah.
Well, obviously everyone is with the mum, but no, it was good. I'm like, I need to actually finish that.
You should.
There's loads of songs that I'm like, oh, forgot about that song.
I forgot you did that. No, it's mental because like in hip hop anyway, like you need to have one really really good album and then that shoe fucking like immortalised you, like every cunt knows who you are. He said like 7 and everyone's still like, nah, he's not the best of all time. He is.
Do you think?
Obviously, yeah, easy. People were like, oh no, it's Jay-Z, nah, it's Nas. Nas had one good album. I'm talking shite, like you don't know these things obviously, but like
I'm not pure into it all, but yeah.
There's people that are maybe better at rapping than him, but he'd done everything himself.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's quite inspiring how he thingied up from the bottom.
Yeah.
But then my mum was like, oh, he was never pure, like poor, like grew up on the streets, like came from a nice family. Like he said his mum was like an English teacher and his dad was like a counsellor, did he say?
Yeah, but his dad wasn't really there, I don't think.
Well, I don't really know. Ins and outs. My mum watches all those kind of movies and I'm like, it's a bit odd. It's not really a pure mum thing. Like she loves like Straight Outta Compton and all that.
Oh, I love that shit.
My mum loves all those kind of gangster movies.
It's so funny. Podcast, man. We can just talk about hip hop, man.
Kelly, that's funny.
Aye.
When I was leaving, she was like, where are you going?
This if she finds out you're on this?
When I was leaving, she was like, where are you going? And I was like, oh, and then I told her and she was like, oh, what's it called? I'm going to watch it. I was like, I'm not telling you. I was like, no, I'm not.
Where are you going? I've got my big shot tonight, man.
I've got an acting gig. I've been scouted. Yeah, so.
This is it, Mum. It's finally happening. The voice
my big break
that you gave me is working out.
Let's just say I've made it.
No, that's good.
But yeah, I need to finish that Kanye documentary. Is there anything else good you've been watching?
I'm trying to think what I've been watching. That was what I was going to ask you.
I feel I don't watch a lot of stuff these days. Just don't have the time.
Oh, I watched The Responder. BBC drama. Martin Freeman in it.
Is it Martin Compston you mean?
No, Martin Freeman.
Alright, because I was going to say Christy literally told me the other day, she's like, watched such a good BBC drama the other day, Martin Compston, so I thought that you've just got it wrong.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't that?
Boydie was talking about that.
Oh, was
the Martin Compston one?
Well, Christy said it was really good, yeah.
But this is another one. And
Who's Martin Freeman?
Martin Freeman is the guy that plays...
I'm thinking Morgan Freeman. I was like, no, that's like a big American guy, I don't think.
Guy. Martin Freeman, I'll show you who he is. Exactly who he is. He's the guy that plays Bilbo Baggins.
Honestly, I'm so bad
exactly,
with like,
I knew you wouldn't know
that.
who that is, so I was like, right, okay.
Like, see if I see someone, I'll know their face, but don't even try and tell me their name. Like, no, no idea who that is. Oh, no, wait, he's ringing a bell.
What is he in, actually? Fuck. He's in fucking Marvel movies and shit and all.
Is he in, wait, is he in Lord of the Rings? No? I made that up.
Hobbit.
The Hobbit? Yeah, I was going to say I recognise him.
That's what I just said, he's Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, is that what that was from?
Yeah, I didn't clarify that was The Hobbit, sorry.
I don't know, honestly. I'm so clueless
The Office as well.
He
plays
And the US one?
No, the UK one.
Never seen
He's
it.
one of the main characters in the
I'm
UK
watching
one.
the US one right now, actually. That's something I'm watching. I've never seen
Really?
it before.
Have
I
you never
started
seen
it before Christmas. I'm on season 7. It's really good.
How did you not watch that in uni? I watched
What's
that
that,
like...
a pure uni thing to watch?
I watched that on the train to Edinburgh, like, fucking...
Every day?
Every day, man.
And that's quite a good... See, short things like that. Like, I have such a bad attention span. So, like, watching stuff, if it doesn't get me, I'm not watching it. Like, I'll watch so many things, like, just the first episode and then just never go back to it. So, I like that it's, like, short, 20-minute episodes. It keeps me...
Keeps you going.
Yeah.
I wonder what...
But now I'm enjoying it. Like, I'd obviously heard of it. My friends talk about it a lot, and I'd seen, like, the famous clips on Twitter and that, like, the fire episodes.
You feel like you've watched the whole
fire
fucking
drill one.
thing. Yeah.
But now I'm liking it. Have you seen it all?
Stay fucking calm!
That is a
I've
good
seen
one.
both of, like, the UK and the US one. I really
What do
like
you
the
think?
UK
My mum
one.
pure likes my mum doesn't like US shows. She hates US shows, and she likes the UK one. She's like, the US one, it just copies it.
It kind of does. But the US one goes on for longer and it's kind of better.
I've never seen the UK one.
I think the UK one should have went on for longer though. But that's just my
Apparently,
opinion.
I think my sister told me this. Apparently, like, experts have said that seasons are only good for up to 4 seasons, and then after that they just go downhill. That you're meant to just they just drag it out. I kind of feel that though. It's like you're just clutching at straws here.
I
Should
get
have
that.
ended this.
I get that. There's so many TV shows you can point to and be like, this should have ended there.
Yeah.
This should
It gets so
there.
like
Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, fucking you name it, man. They're all there.
I never watched it, but my friends say Pretty Little Liars went like that. Is that what it was called? Pretty Little Liars?
Pretty Little Liars.
They said that got like that, like it just got so like you couldn't keep up with the storyline anymore.
Yeah, it's silly.
Have you watched Top Boy? Have you seen the new season of that's came out?
No, I haven't seen it.
You've never seen it?
Never seen it ever.
You need to watch
Should
it.
I?
Oh, I loved it.
Do you think I'd be
I never
into it?
watched it like way back when it started, but it started as like Top Boy Summer House, I think it was called, way back in the day, and then it got like what did you call it? Discontinued or something? Like they stopped it.
Discombobulated?
No, discontinued. And then I think Drake picked it up and like would you say funded it or something? Commissioned it? I don't know.
Right.
And they brought it back. And then, it's just got... The new season just got put up the other day.
Was there
I'm
not
not
some
sorry,
like grime guy that was already doing it? Top Boy?
Yeah, so Dave was in it.
Dave, that's the one.
Yeah, but I want to say... Oh no, wait, I don't want to ruin it, but I don't think he's in it anymore.
Well, I've not seen it, and I don't know if I ever really will watch
I
it.
think you should watch it, it's good. I don't know
Okay, I'll
if it's your
watch it.
kind of show actually though.
Well, see, that's the thing. People always recommended Power to me.
Did you
I
not
seen
like
a
that?
lot of folk watched it. I watched the first 2 seasons and I just kind
I watched the first season and then I didn't go back to it.
yeah. They say this is a big rich town. You know, it wasn't me.
Fair.
I wasn't into it. But I stuck it for 2 seasons, which is fucking plenty to decide whether
There's
you
quite
like
a
it
lot
or
of
not.
seasons of that, isn't there? I always think I need to go back. I quite liked it, to be fair. I just fell away from it like I do with a lot of seasons.
The only thing that I think you need to give a season to is Game of Thrones. Some cunts that are
phenomenal.
I watched a couple of episodes and I just wasn't in. I
Yeah, you
wasn't
do,
hooked.
kinda.
I was like,
I feel I got hooked quite.
You need to watch 1 season and then
Do you know what the thing
You
is?
were there.
You need to focus. See if you're half watching it and then you
Mm.
miss what's going on. See, I do that with a lot of shows. Like, I'll half watch it and then I'm like, I've got no idea what's going on, and I just give up. You need to really focus on that. Like, I had to put my phone down and
yeah,
focus.
that's the problem.
Or
with
then
me
you're like,
nowadays.
there's too many like different clans and shit, and I'm like, wait, what one's he from? So
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a whole like Wikipedia and shit that I would look up just to try and connect the dots and shit after it. Like, who's that guy again?
Yeah.
And like, see, when the last season came out, I was in America, so we like only had the one telly in this big fucking house. So we would have like 24.
we just all be your kids.
It was a big fucking living room, to be fair. We had
Mm.
hundreds of sofas, and we would all, like, it was like a cinema basically, and we were all just crowded round watching this fucking thing. Everyone's dead silent, taking it so seriously, and like anything that happened in it, everyone would be like, "Oh shit!" But
We're all
after it,
reacting
I would
together.
have to go up and be like, "Right, what the
Google
fuck
it.
happened there?" and like.
I feel like the end I remembered googling because I was a bit like, wait, what? But I don't remember how it ended. It was quite a while. I didn't watch it while it was on though, did you? Like while it was live.
Yeah, I caught up.
It was finished and then I watched it all in the winter.
The season before the last season, so I was all caught up, and then the last season came on, and then everyone was buzzing. I had so much hype on it. I think it was my fucking HBO Max or whatever that, like, I had to make an account for it and put it on this big fucking telly.
So was it not showed on TV here? You had to like stream it because it was American.
No, I was in America at the time.
Okay.
So I was like, it was on Sky or whatever.
Oh, right, okay.
But it was an HBO show. I don't really know how it works.
When I was watching it, I think I got it on Now TV for like the first 3 seasons, and then it just got taken off Now TV, and I was like balls deep into it, and I was like, I was like, where am I going to find this? I need to. And then I managed to like stream it on my Fire Stick. I've got one of those like chipped Fire Sticks where you can just stream anything on it.
Nice, dodgy stick, man.
And then
shout out to the dodgy stick guys, man.
I know who actually does them. I
think
it's a guy in my mum's work.
I know a guy. Do you want to know? Leave a comment and I'll tell you.
I think it's a guy in my mum's work who got ours. It's always like a guy.
It's always somebody in your mod as well.
My dad met someone down the pub. He says he'll do it.
That's code for it. It's just your mom that does it, and she's the kingpin.
But yeah, I got like the next 2 seasons on that, and then I couldn't get it on that anymore, and I had to actually buy the DVD to watch the rest. I know. It got to that point. I was like, I cannot find it anywhere. I can't stream it on anything. I can't get it on the Fire Stick. I went to fucking Argos and I bought season 6 and 7 on DVD, and then I was like, I don't even have a DVD player to play it on. I had to get my old PlayStation down from the loft.
PlayStation 2?
Yeah, the wee thin slim one.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
PS2 slim, man.
Slimline.
I know it too well. That's class. See, when you said Argos there, I just fucking rewinded back to my papa saying... I had my flashback to my papa saying, I'm just nipping down to Argos. And I just fucking... Did Argus. You not have like a recollection of an old person saying Argos?
I don't know anyone who calls it Argos.
Argos, mate? No.
Argos.
Like, I've got this theory that like people from Paisley 50 years ago just spoke completely different to what we speak.
Have you seen the TikToks or sketches that Paul Black does? He does funny ones, and it's like, why do like Scottish dads say things pure weird? And it's so true because my dad does it.
Example,
it's like,
go.
So like my uncle Dennis, my dad will say Dennis. He'd be like Dennis, and I'm like, it's Dennis. I'm trying to think of anything else that he says weird. Tenants.
Aye, yeah.
Tenants.
No, my papa had one that my uncle was for Chapel Hall, so out Glasgow kind of way, and he came back and he was just ripping the pish to like us about my grandpa, about him saying 7 and 11, like 7 and 11. And we'd never noticed it before, but he did it, and we all say 7 and 11,
yeah,
but he says 7, quarter to 7, quarter to 11. I'm like, what?
I know, it's strange. Like, why are you saying it like that? It's weird how some people just pronounce some words weird.
Yeah.
But like, see if you watch the Paul Black one, so many of the ones he said, I was like, my dad says that. I forget now, but
that guy's a genius. He knows
Paul
what
Black.
He's talking about. Yeah, Paul Black.
I went and seen him live in January. It was actually really good. Yeah.
Was it
like
the Edinburgh ones?
No, it was at the Armadillo.
Oh, Armadillo.
Armadillo.
Nice.
But no, it was good. I'm not like a pure massive fan, but I think I was just scrolling on TikTok and he was like, get tickets to my show, guys, and I was like, that could be fun. And I looked on and there was only like tickets like way up the back left because I think they'd been on for a while. And I was like, fuck it, does anyone want to come see him with me? And it was good.
I need to do that more. I need to buy tickets to some shit.
Me and my friends have so much booked this year actually, because I feel like now that you can do stuff like that again, we're just like, right, book it. So we've got so much coming up.
I'm going to do that, I think. I'm going to just start looking at shit. Going to be on like Facebook events, like, does anyone want to go and go to the Border Collie Fest?
We're actually going to a pure random thing tomorrow that I seen on a Facebook event. It's called Kilo Vintage, so it's like a vintage clothes sale thing, and then you just like pick up what you want and then you weigh it at the end, like a pick and mix. You weigh it at the end and however much like it weighs. So every kilo is £1. No, Every kilo is £20. So you weigh it at the end, however many kilos it is, then you pay whatever.
That's not too bad, but surely we just pick the lightest items of clothing.
Well, you can do that. Then they're cheaper. That makes sense though. A jacket's going to be more expensive than like a wee top. Do you know what I mean? So you weigh it all at the end.
If it's a really good fucking top, you know?
Well, that's the... You want to come with us?
So if there's designer clothing in there...
You'll get it for... It's just based on weight.
Did you see how perfect I done that? Fucking... Get me in a pub, man.
I think I like the Serrano.
The Serrano. You sure you don't want it? Nah, you're driving.
Nah.
And we
Something
don't
like
control... We don't
condone.
Condone drunk driving. No, drink driving.
Chili.
Do you call it drunk driving or drink driving?
Drink driving.
Drink driving. It is drink driving. I just made that up.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
How
yeah,
many shots have you had now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What, you keeping count?
Who are you?
I've no got a problem. You've got a problem with counting shit.
Why are you not? Are your friends not out at Sky's birthday tonight?
Yeah, they are. I believe so.
Do you not fancy it?
No,
Try to stay off it.
Aye, off it this weekend.
Sensible.
On the PlayStation the night. Nah, come on, I've still got a fucking Chinese to eat. I was going to eat it after we did this, but...
Oh, sorry, I was a bit late as well.
You turned up an hour late.
It wasn't an hour late, was it? Sorry.
No. Well...
You said you're bad with your timekeeping though, so...
I'm quite bad with my timekeeping.
Sorry, it was my mum and sister's fault. They did say, they were like, tell Jacob I said sorry.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they were
That's
like, we
very cute.
text you.
Shout out to them. What's the names?
Kelly and Shannon.
Kelly and Shannon, what one's what? They're both your sisters.
No, obviously not. Well, actually, it's not a pure mum name. I was going to say obviously mum's Kelly, but it's not a pure mum name, is it? Or is it?
No, not really. No.
My mum's Kelly.
I don't know
my
any
sister's
Kellys
Shannon.
though. No, I'm thinking about it. No
No,
offence to any Kellys that I actually do know, and I've just
forgot about them. No, I don't think I know any. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think. Kelly.
Nah, other than my mum, I don't think I know any.
It's also a last name as well.
I think that's also... I was thinking this
Grace
other day,
Kelly.
pure random thought, but I think me, my mum and sister all have unisex names. Jordan's obviously a boy and girl's name. Pretty sure Kelly, the lead singer of Stereophonics, is he not called Kelly?
Yeah, he's called Kelly, yeah.
And I
the
think
Welsh
Shannon,
cunt.
I'm pretty sure Shannon's also a unisex name.
Now you're reaching.
No, I
Now
think
you're
it is.
definitely
I think
reaching.
it is.
Shannon.
I don't think I know any, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Shannon male name. Let's look it up.
That's
why we have the laptop here, because we're...
Get it looked up live.
Shannon male...
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, might be. Shannon. It's definitely Irish, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Quite interesting fact there.
Just show me a fucking famous cunt called Shannon, though.
Google it, famous male Shannon. Well, there's Channing Tatum. That's kind of like Shannon.
Do you know it was originally a boy's name, but is today more commonly used for girls?
Yeah, I don't know any boy Shannons, but I think I've read it before that it's a boy's name, and I was a bit like, no, it's not.
It's like the name Leslie.
That's strange.
You get some like fucking really old truckers called Leslie, and then it's like,
Do you actually know any male Leslies though?
Nah, but
No
it is
offense
a
to any
thing,
male
though.
Leslies.
I'm
out
pretty
there.
sure it was like it was like an episode of like Drake and Josh, though. It's like there was a guy called
How
Leslie.
fucking
In it.
good was that, man?
It was good, man.
I was going to sing the theme tune there, but I do not want to have me singing online.
I actually can't even remember what
I
it
keep
was.
twitching.
Just probably as well.
I
Do you
can
think it's
sing
a
it.
nerves thing?
No, it keeps happening in the gym recently when I'm like doing a last rep and it's really hard. I'll be like, twitching. Don't know what it is.
Interesting.
I also keep getting a weird like pain in my chest, and I keep thinking I'm having a heart attack. But I googled it. It says it can be a muscle thing too. It's like a sharp pain, and I'm like
Oh yeah.
and then
Could
it
be
just
a
goes
muscle
away,
thing.
and
Could
then
be a
it's,
muscle
that's
thing.
it.
Could be a muscle
It's
thing.
happened maybe like 3 or 4 times that I was in the head of my mum, and I was like and she was like
3 or 4 times in the past.
no, yeah, over like maybe the last 2 months I'd say it's been happening.
Interesting.
And then it just goes away. It's like one sharp pain happened when I was driving.
I got that thing once, and I thought I was having a fucking heart attack. I was like, what
Was
the
it just
fuck?
one sharp pain though, or did it
One
keep
really, really sharp pain, and
Like,
like
it's a
it went
muscle
on
thing.
for like half an hour or something. but it was
So
like...
that's not one sharp pain if it went on for half an
No,
hour.
no,
That's quite-
I mean, like, it was really, really intense, sharp pain, and I was like,
And it
mate,
lasted
I'm
half an
going to
hour?
die. I went to A&E and everything.
Did you?
I was like
Was this
16
ages
or
ago?
something,
Oh.
and I was like, shit, man,
Jesus.
what the fuck's
That's
happened?
scary.
But I'd just been to the gym or something, and it was a muscle thing.
It might be what my sister had once. So we went to like a MetaFit class. This was years ago. We were in like high school.
Alright.
And yeah, it was like really intense exercise. And I mean, we weren't that like pure fit, didn't do much exercise. It was so intense. And then she started to like feel unwell and went to the toilet. And I was like, she's not came back out of that toilet for like 10 minutes. And then I went in, she was pure on the floor, like barely couldn't breathe, took her to hospital. They said it was called something. It was like, I remember I started with Costa, because I remember thinking, oh, Costa.
Costa fucking
It was-
fortune, more like, yeah.
It was like costochondritis or something. Honestly, maybe
Costa
they've
Coffee.
just made that up.
Sorry.
But it said it was like they said that her muscles in her chest were like inflamed or something. The tissue around her heart was like tight because of, and it comes on with like intense exercise.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
it's probably
exactly.
something like that.
I think that's exactly what
It was
I
quite
had.
scary. I was like, "Fuck, she's having a heart attack."
Yeah.
But she wasn't.
Like, I think the fear of it was more for me than what the actual pain was, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
And
I think
probably-
I'm gonna die. This is my heart. Like, I'm gonna just keel over any moment here.
And probably once you start to convince yourself you're having a heart attack, then you're probably like having like a panic attack over having a heart attack. Do you know what I mean?
All sorts of attacks, man.
Lots of attacks.
It's like fucking Kyogo in your box, man. I'm gonna sell it. Can I?
You're not even a football fan, or are you?
Nah, I'm a St. Man fan, so
No, you're
basically
not.
not.
Are you?
Yeah.
I did
kinda.
not know that about you. I would have
We've
said
got
you
a com-
didn't support any.
We've got a
football team.
complicated relationship, man.
You and St Mirren.
Yeah. There was that whole thing with, like, years ago I had season tickets.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, my papa and my brother, and then like
Oh.
there was one time the Rangers were coming to, well, it was like a St Mirren Rangers game at St Mirren Park, and they gave away our seats to the Rangers fans. And
Have you never forgiven them since?
no, my papa was obviously fucking raging about it,
Yeah.
and like wrote a letter to the St Mirren board and that, and they
Mhm.
just like never fucking replied to it or anything, never an email or a phone call or
That's not
fucking
true.
anything. So like I was a bit pissed off with that.
Can they
and
do
it's
that
like,
though? If you've paid for a season ticket and then they just gave them away?
I well obviously relocated you to some shitey seat,
Oh.
but like my papa was obviously like, mate, no, fuck this, I'm paying
paying
to
for
be
that
in
seat.
this fucking seat.
Because it's like
Where I
different
want to
rates,
be.
is it not, for all
This is
different
where I've
seats?
been.
Or maybe
I'm
I've
sitting
made that up.
around all these cunts that I want to be around. I've built a fucking relationship in here. I want to be here, and like they can just move you at a moment's notice because they'll make a wee bit of extra dough at the end of it. So he was poisoned by that, and we never went back after that, and
It's a bit
that
sad.
kind of annoyed me from it. But I've still been to a few games since, but I don't like religiously support them ever since. Like there was one, like the season before that was a season where we didn't win at home for fucking until like March in the season. So it was the season we get relegated, and I was like, why
should
the
have it, man.
fuck am I here? What am I doing?
Yeah.
But we still went
But you
every
need to
fucking
support your
second
team
Saturday.
even when they lose, Jacob.
Yeah,
That's the
I know.
point. Loyal supporters.
Celtic fan. Do you lose all the time? Do you fuck?
Well,
See when you're turning up.
debatable.
See when you're turning up and the goalkeeper's just booing out of the park, trying to fucking get it to like the striker in the middle of the park. You're like, nah, man. It becomes a bit demoralising because I was at the time I was working Saturdays, fucking 10 until 2 or some shit. Saturdays and Sundays, and I was choosing to fucking get a bus from work to the game for 3 o'clock and meeting them there. That's dedication in some way, to go there every
Yeah.
second Saturday just to watch them get fucking pumped and annihilated, and then
And then you leave in a bad mood as well.
I leave in a bad mood, and then you get a letter through saying, oh yeah, we're moving your seat by the way, because we'll get fucking X amount of Rangers fans in here instead. And I seen a study that came out, and I'm not even saying it's a study, it's just something.
Some fact written in the Sun.
No, it wasn't even something written in the Sun. It was just a guy on Twitter, right? Was like doing the numbers pretty much.
A study came out. It was just
no,
a tweet.
I know. I literally said a study came out, but it basically is. The guy's right. The guy is right.
He conducted a thorough investigation.
What qualifies a study? His numbers are fucking better, right? His numbers are better because it's what I fucking
We John
believe in.
Paisley to give that few numbers.
No, he's right. Because like they obviously their argument is financial incentive, like it gets more people in the door and that.
Yeah.
But
supports the club. The money goes to good things.
The money goes to good things like buying more fucking
shite players.
To get us relegated and that. But apparently it's no as like lucrative as it is.
Oh really?
I might actually put a link to that thread because I can't be fucked explaining it, but like they were making it as if you were making like an extra few $100K out of letting the Old Firm fans in and getting those stands for what
they weren't actually making that much money.
But they weren't, because the revenue they were losing from fans, and obviously like losing season ticket holders like me and my papa and that.
Yous have never returned since.
No.
They've lost
I've went
some
to
loyal
like a
fans.
few games since, but like
yeah.
I would have been going like.
I know, I never understood all that before, because I went to a Celtic game a few weeks ago with Caitlin and her boyfriend and his friend, and I was like saying, how come, like before I'd ever been to any football games, I would have thought it'd be like half and half the crowd, but I was like, how come the away team is just that tiny wee section? And then he said like it's different at all clubs, they decide how much of an away section they want to allocate. And I was like, oh, and I was pure like, why is that? And then he was like, a lot of smaller clubs will have a bigger away section because it will bring in more revenue. So like if Celtic go to a wee small club, like that brings in a lot of revenue for them because a lot of fans will go. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I didn't think of it. Like I never realised all that.
But the modern way of looking at it is like, if you're going to have that attitude to it, that discourages more season ticket holders. Yeah. People are going to be like, well, if you're going to just chuck our fucking seats away, whenever, like what fucking 7 Saturdays of the year, what's the point in getting one?
Yeah.
So
I don't think we'd be having football chat.
I know. How do we even? I'm pretty sure it was you that brought it up.
Did I?
I don't know.
No.
We'll
like,
let
I don't know why it was.
Decide.
I was going to say because you said your grandpa said Argus, but I don't know.
I think it was. It was.
But how
but how does it get onto football?
I
don't know. But yeah,
Fried
close.
chat. Have you ever
Grandpa
smoked
talk,
and
man.
done a podcast? I feel that would get.
No, not yet. I'm fucking. I'm scared
what are we talking about?
to be honest, I'm so scared to, because
I think you and Ben could do a funny one on that.
Well, there's a fine line though. He can smoke more than I can smoke before
he'd be like completely fine and you'd be like,
before
where are we?
getting fucked up. Like, there's been so many occasions where I've been in a room where I've been like, I'm so much more high than these people because I'm just a smaller person. I'm skinnier and just shorter, and like I don't smoke as much as people. Like there's people out there that smoke every day. I smoke every fucking 2 weeks. It's no like a habitual thing for me, but I like doing it.
But if you don't do it very often, then you won't have a big tolerance.
Exactly.
Every time I smoke, I remember why I don't like smoking. Like I just think, no, it's not for me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It is good for certain things.
It was always a laugh. Like, our boy pals smoke a lot, so we used to, when we were like 60 or just came out of school, like we'd all do it as a laugh, and we did it kind of regularly. But like, I don't ever smoke these days. So when I do, I'm like, no, don't really like it. It's not for me. It's not my drug of choice.
It's not your drug of choice. What did it get?
No.
Get on. Sorry if your mom's watching this.
No,
I'm just got to check if that's on charge. Anyway, we're back in it.
Was that beer nice? Did you finish it?
Yeah, it's alright, man. I'm actually going to do a bit of research into like... Oh, it's only 5%.
Oh.
So it's like a normal beer, kind of. You're chilly? Do you want me to put the...
Should have brought a jumper.
I'll put the fucking heater
It's
on.
okay.
I just didn't want to make it like roasting in here. Because see, when I walked in here this morning, obviously because it was sunny, like
Was
it was just like humid as fuck. I was like, what?
I would think it would get quite cold though, just because it's like a wooden shed. Quite cold.
Yeah, it does.
Mm.
See, if the sun's not out, it's fucking freezing.
Yeah.
You need to heat it up for like 2 hours before you get in it. There's been times where like I've been out on a night out and then people have wanted to like come back here and I've been like and then I've got like an app on my phone where I can like heat the place
Can
up.
you?
Aye, I can
When
turn the
you're-
heater on. Like if it's plugged into there,
It's
like
like 10 o'clock in the day
those-
where it's like turning the
Aye.
heat on.
those are like smart sockets, so I can turn
Mhm.
them on, and like I plug it in there and then just turn that on whenever I think, oh shit, there might be people coming back here.
Get the room
I've done
prepared.
It's alright in the summer,
Mm.
which is like when the last time I've actually had full on gas, which I'm pretty sure you've been at.
Probably.
I think the last one was actually with all your pals and that.
That was
Fucking
a funny night.
sand everywhere.
Yeah, where did the sand come from? That was so strange.
No, it's like
Or round the side.
it's round the side. It's like the fucking foundations.
Yeah, I've got
where you
a
put
funny
sand.
video of all my friends round there. I don't know what we're doing, just talking shit.
I don't know if I want to see it. Do you want me to like edit it in?
No, don't do that.
Just
We're just like, I don't know, I'm like filming the ground and it's just like 5 minutes long and we're just talking shit. It's funny.
But it's been a good fucking creation, I think.
The hut
Yeah, and it's also birthed this
podcast.
podcast. You know,
Do you think you would have done it if you didn't have this?
nah,
Really?
it wasn't even an idea before this
Oh, really?
existed. Really?
Did you have it in mind when you were building it or it was just after?
No, it was literally after it was built, and I was like, what should I do with this thing? You know,
Interesting.
interesting.
Like the butterfly effect. If you'd never built this, you would never have done the podcast.
See, that's the thing. Life works itself out
It's interesting.
in mysterious ways. This could be
What
The
does
hit
this
episode.
banana taste like? Can I smell it?
it smells like Dr. Pepper. Have you had Dr. Pepper before? Are you a
I
big
don't like Dr. Pepper. I'm not really a big fizzy juice fan, to be honest. I don't drink a lot of fizzy juice. If I do have a fizzy juice, it'll be an iron brew, and that's all I drink.
just around 1525?
Well, that's
No fucking way is this 500-year-old. Okay,
That's interesting.
that's pretty fucking interesting.
I
Go
don't know
on.
why in my head there I was like, that's not 500 years, but
It's yeah, it's almost 500
almost. But
497. I don't know, man, I'm pretty buzzed at this point. See, I had like I had one at the end
Before
for that other episode,
I came.
and I was already pretty buzzed for that.
So now you're wrecked.
And now I'm wrecked. And now we're wrecked.
Oh, I wish I was drinking so I'd be more loose.
Loosey goosey. I mean, it's a Saturday night. I thought you were going to come here
I
and
know,
just
sorry. Well,
let
I
it
don't-
loose, you know?
I would say I'm not nervous or anything anymore.
No,
I'm
I
a
know.
bit nervous.
I don't think you were nervous though. You
Did I
didn't show it.
seem cool, calm,
No.
collected?
Cool, camp,
I was
and
a bit,
collected,
but
man.
not majorly.
This is your first appearance
I know.
on fucking the public platform.
I'm your
and-
first girl guest.
And you nailed it.
People, you'll probably get comments asking for me to come back.
Exactly. They're like, where is Jiddly O'Diddly?
Bring her back.
What's her real name and how do I find her on Instagram?
Put me in the bio. I'll tag that in the bio. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get a drink.
Actually, do you want me to put any of your shit?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
I'll do it anyway.
I do what I want.
I do what I want. Whatever. I do what I want. No, I could do that though. Like if you had something to promote, I could do that. Keep
I
it in
don't
mind
have
for the
any.
next time you come on though.
I'll see if there's anything I want to promote.
If
but
you've got
not
something maybe even in your head that
really.
you're
Promote my
thinking.
work. Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't say my work.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you actually
Bleep
say
that
it?
out,
Right, well, I'll
bleep.
bleep it. Fuck. Right, how do I mark that? See, the clap is actually a good thing because it comes up as a spike on the
Oh.
audio. So like,
I heard one of your friends were explaining that to you. One
Croft explained it to me, and I've been using
doing
it
that
as
ever
a thing
since. Thank you,
because
Croft.
it's so fucking helpful.
That's
um,
why they do the ding, isn't it? That's what the point
Yeah.
of that's for.
I've never seen anyone do that before. But
Well, all in movies and shit, and then they obviously cut it out.
is that no? Is that what they do it for?
Yeah,
Is
like
that what
TV
they
shows?
cut action?
That
Yeah.
snap is for the clap. Are you winding me up that you didn't
No,
know
I
that?
had no fucking idea.
I'm
that's
sure
what
Cruff
that was.
says that.
Does it?
I don't know, maybe
Mm.
you've just missed it. That's what that's for. It's the clap. It's the noise.
Interesting.
Mm.
Interesting. Yeah, that's fucked. I didn't know. No, I know.
No, you know.
I get that
It's a
sometimes
story.
though with like you know how jokes from your like childhood
Mhm.
that you just have heard like you've had said to you so many
Mhm.
times that you just
And then you never actually think them through properly.
you never think them through
I know
properly.
what you
You
mean.
never know what they actually mean, but you
Uh-huh.
repeat them and then
Yeah. And you've never questioned it.
I'll give you a fucking example.
Cool.
Right. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Lydia.
I'm so confused. Lydia who?
Lydia Teapot.
Oh, I get it. But I've never heard that before.
You've never heard that before,
No.
right? That was
Obviously,
said to me.
lid of a teapot.
Lid of a teapot, right?
And you never got that.
I was fucking 4 years old,
But
right?
That's so obvious.
I was so young, so young.
And then one day it just clicked to you.
But whenever I first heard it,
You've never
it
questioned
got some laughs, right?
So you
And I
pulled
was like,
it
oh,
out.
that must be funny. And I never bothered to learn
That's-
what the fuck that
I
actually
just
meant.
done that again. Sorry. I feel like I'm having a stroke.
I'm having a stroke. Do you want me to phone an ambulance? Someone phone an ambulance.
I wonder if you can see it in the camera. Like, now people be zooming in on it.
Nah, probably not. Surely not.
Don't know.
Oh shit, there was another fucking joke that I pure didn't
What is it,
understand.
old jokes?
Aye,
do this?
pure old jokes
Mm.
that you don't understand until years and years later.
Yeah.
Right, this was it.
But
This
I
was
don't know
it.
how you didn't get that. But surely, like, at the time you would ask how I don't get that. Like, see if someone said a joke to me and I didn't get it, I wouldn't just start repeating it and not
Nah,
understand
you're
it.
not gonna be like, nah, I don't get that. I
would.
don't get that, da. Fucking explain that to me. Because if everyone
So you've
laughs
been
at it,
telling that
if
joke to
everyone-
people and you didn't know why it was funny.
I'm 4 years old, there we go, fuck. But if, like... Right, what's the other one? Right, knock knock.
Who's there?
Disease.
Disease who?
Disease wee trousers fit you.
Yeah, that's another one that's so obvious.
But have you heard that before?
No, I've never heard that.
You're just
I've never heard any of these jokes.
You're just detached from reality. I'm pretty sure these are like the most popular jokes of like a generation.
If you Google it, they'll be top jokes.
Do
No,
I
I've
just
never heard them.
start telling jokes on the podcast?
No.
What happened to the paper boy?
He blew away. I know that one.
Bastard.
What happened to the ice cream boy? No, wait, that's not the joke. It's the ice cream van, not the ice cream boy.
I don't know what happened to the ice cream van.
It melted. How did you not guess that? That was so obvious.
Oh shit! Right, because
It
it's
melted.
made.
The ice cream boy.
Christ. Okay. You got any more?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah, I actually wrote
Loads.
some down.
I came prepared. Let me just get my notebook out. What do you call a woman standing between two buildings?
Eileen.
A lane. Lane.
Oh right, no. I was thinking.
Eileen is another one. It's like
Eileen
a
is
woman
another
with
one.
one
It's a
leg.
different
A woman
fucking-
with one leg, maybe. Eileen.
Yes. What do you call someone that stands between two goalposts?
A net.
Right, okay. I feel like we're just
Into
regurgitating
the joke segment now.
jokes that someone's already fucking heard.
Oh wait, I've got
Segment.
another one. I don't think you've heard this one. What happened to the woman who tried to wash her stairs?
Hold on. Okay. Methodically, we'll try to figure
Yeah.
this out.
I mean, you can work all of these out, I feel.
The woman that tried to wash her stairs.
Can you hear the clogs ticking?
I'm assuming she fell down them at some point and her name has something to do with that.
No.
No? Right, okay.
She broke her washing machine. You don't get it? Like she tried to put the stairs in the washing machine. Your face.
What was the original question?
Babes, are you steaming?
Nah.
Did you see my eye twitch there?
What was the original question?
What happened to the woman who tried to wash her stairs? She broke her washing machine.
Right, okay. Yeah, no, maybe I am steaming. Fuck. Anyway, did you see the Kim Kardashian thing where she went?
Keep up with the Kardashians.
You
don't keep up with the Kardashians.
That sounds so scripted when you said that.
No,
I don't keep up with the Kardashians.
Although their new show is not called Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Apparently, it's just the Kardashians.
Have they got a new show?
Oh, they're coming back. You know when they made such a dramatic thing like we're ending our show.
Yeah.
Well,
they're just
they're coming back. They're coming back.
You didn't see the Kim Kardashian thing that went like viral and everything, and it was like she was talking about people like that didn't want to work anymore. Like, people just don't want to work anymore. Bitch, get your ass up and work. And
no,
she literally just goes in on
poor people. Is that
people.
Is that your episode that was called "Don't Be Poor" or something? Was that?
No, that was about something else. But like, it's becoming more and more relevant.
So
it's
a
just
lot of people
rich
saying that because then
fucking
the Molly May
idiots.
thing.
Yeah.
I thought that's what. See, when I seen your title, I was like, that must be about the Molly May thing, but it was about something else.
It becomes more and more relevant.
It seems like everyone's bashing poor people.
Yeah, rich people just fucking it up, and the poor people will hate them because of that. But she's like,
I was seeing how much you had left.
oh yeah, no, I feel like I
just
might I feel like I might single-handedly fucking destroy this thing tonight. Do I just go for like
I go
7
home
hours?
and you're just sitting on this all night yourself like that.
That was Jordan O'Donnell. I'll see you guys later. Right, okay, but we're going to stay here. This is episode 25.
Now we got rid of her. It's just me and you.
I know. Oh, I'll finish it next episode.
That would be funny.
I'll need to fit
you
one
should
in.
just do on yourself and get absolutely wrecked.
No, I'm scared of what I might do, to be honest.
Scared of what comes out.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I do think you should come home from a night out and do it with someone once. I think that'd be funny.
I do want to do that. I want to do like a De Beers night, like a pure impromptu one.
Mm-hmm.
Where like, someone's like, oh, I've seen your podcast, mate, that's pure good.
Bring on pure randomers
well
from
done,
De Beers.
Well done, mate, well done. And then I just fucking bring them in, and I'm like, aye. Morning then. Or like I fucking set it up like, aye, I'm gonna have a gaff at my hut. You coming back to it? And I just have like 10 cunts in here, and like everyone's sitting over there, but these mics will probably only just pick up like our audio, and then that'll just be background noise. And I'll just have someone here.
You could play games. Get them.
Do you think how you get Parlour in?
Probably.
See if I seen him.
Would you ask him? That would be iconic. Babes, that your podcast would pop off after that.
I know.
You get Paolo on it.
He's in
ask
like
Cam,
Italy.
maybe Cammy can get him on for you.
I know. Cammy's coming on soon, man.
Is he?
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting one.
He's coming. Mate, that guy's got stories, man. Stories upon stories. Guy's got an interest in life. Like, his refereeing shit alone is just fucking mental.
Is he a referee? Fuck off.
You didn't even know this, and you still think he's an interesting cunt. Like,
no way. He's a referee.
Referee, linesman kind of thing. He's like training towards that kind of thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that boy had a life outside of De Beers.
He works in De Beers. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say that.
What, you think cunts are going into De Beers to find Cammy?
Are you?
You Cammy Lego. Oh, I've said his full name. Maybe you should beep that out.
Nah, that's fine. Is it?
I don't know.
No, because we've not said anything incriminating. Like, we've just said his name.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Remember and beat my workout. I mean, that's not a big deal, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not as if I'm going to upload it tonight. Like, I'll maybe put this one on like a Wednesday or something.
Nice. I'm like thinking, do I watch it back? I don't think I will.
Nah, you don't need it. Fuck it.
Is there anyone like outside of your friends that you like want to get on it, or no? At the moment, you're just.
Not yet. See, that's the
I
thing.
wonder where you'll go after your friends.
With some people, I'm like, do I reach out to them yet? Like outside of my friend group. Like obviously I can say to you because you're my pal, but I can't say to like certain people because like
they might think it's weird.
they might
Are
be
you
like,
scared
"Oh,
about
mate,
the
I can't do
reaction? Okay, so like, what?
What? You want me to do that? No. But like some people aren't going to be comfortable with that kind of shit.
But then I suppose they'll only say no.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Or they could just completely patch it and be like,
just leave you on red.
leave you on red, man. Ghosted. Roasted.
Maybe I'll go home and watch the others tonight.
Nah, you don't need to.
No, I don't need to, but I actually did want to watch them, but just not at the time.
That is a problem of it being on
a video.
YouTube, man.
I definitely think I would.
It's a limitation.
But then I suppose it's nice to have a lot of people prefer to I think watch podcasts, because the one that I listened to that I was saying, the advice one, the girls' bathroom it's called, they recently.
Wait, hold on. Are you the second person that shouted out another podcast on my fucking podcast?
I thought you were going to say that one. I was
another one.
I thought you were going to say second person to shout out the girls' bathroom.
No.
Which of your pals watched the girls' bathroom?
Tino has been watching the girls' bathroom. Tino shouted out some other fucking podcast. I was like, mate, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, no, sorry. I was kidding on about that. I don't really give a fuck. The girls' bathroom.
So they recently started videoing it. They've always just done audio on Spotify, and recently they've got like a couch and a wee setup, and they've started. But I've never watched it because I don't watch podcasts. I just listen.
It is a strange one.
I think it's just something you don't really like pure sit down and watch. You do it while you're doing something.
Yeah.
It's good for walking, I feel. The gym, kind of prefer music in the gym. Unless
See,
it's
when
like
I was
treadmill.
When I was in work in my office job in like 2015 to 2018 or something, that was when I was just listening to podcasts constantly. Like say an average podcast like an hour long, like you would listen to like 6 in a day, and you'd be like,
you would sit with your headphones in and work?
Yeah, I was listening to like hundreds of shit, like murder mystery shit.
The murder ones are good.
I used to work a Monday back shift, right? And the night shift would come in, right? And they would recommend all these fucking murdery ones and that, because they were just fucking into all that shit and just.
My sister pure loves a really good murder one. I like always overheard her listen to it in the house because she'd have it on like loud if she was like cooking or something. And I was like, that's so good, I need to listen to that, and it was really good.
Yeah,
I loved it.
They are good, man, but
quite deep. What
a bit heavy, man. I'd rather just fucking
light-hearted ones.
Something uplifting rather than like this person got stabbed 37 times.
The one that my sister listens to was like weird murder stories where you're like engrossed in it, like pure, not like pure sad deep ones. Do you know what I mean? It was like it was like interesting.
That's something weird and funny. I'm still getting used to it.
What's your favourite podcast?
The Parlour.
You don't watch your own podcast?
I don't know.
Are you quite a podcast fan?
Kinda. I've been watching. Well, obviously, like the most like hours.
Can I have a sip of your water? Because I've finished mine.
You can. I can give you my Chili's bottle if you want.
Sure. Thanks. I've been meaning to buy one of these new ones actually, because I've only got one of the old ones.
They brought out one of the new fucking like sports sleds that you can take to the gym, which I would fucking love. So I'll probably buy one of them.
What, you just put it on the bottle?
Put it on. It's like a Lucozade fucking lid. So I'll probably get one of them.
Cool.
But what were we talking about?
What's your favourite podcast?
Oh, my favourite podcast? Like, my most hours watched is probably, like, Joe Rogan or some shit. Because he does have, like, these massive fucking guests on.
Yeah.
But he, as a person, I'm not like, oh man, I love this guy. You're into this guy. So I don't really know. But like, see the Scottish ones, like Riley's gaff and all that, like Evan Riley, the guy that has like all the fucking like Instagram videos and all that.
I've never watched that, but I've heard it just because Megano's been on it and I watch her.
Yes. And it's really good. I'm into it, man. It's good because I can fucking like relate to it in a sense, because I'm like, well, this is Scottish.
Yeah.
Whereas like all that American shit that's going on, I'm like,
all that American shit.
All that American pish that's going on, I don't really give a fuck about. Like, say they're talking about fucking Arby's or fucking Chick-fil-A, like
Can't relate.
Can't relate, mate.
Did you try Chick-fil-A when you were in America?
Yeah, and
did you like it?
Pretty fucking good. It's in fact probably the best takeaway they have.
Oh really?
Like,
what about
best fast food they've
Chipotle?
got.
Is that a place?
Yeah, shite.
Really?
Shite.
Shite.
Chipotle, if you're listening.
I'm sure they will be.
Chipotle, San Jose specifically. Shite. Honestly, mate, it was as if they were trying to be shite.
Oh, really?
When I went there. I was like,
how so though?
Just
shite.
Slow service.
Just shite.
I went up to the checkout and like I'm pretty sure I went like 3 or 4 times, because San Jose doesn't have a lot of shit in it. Although it's a massive fucking city, it's got like 1 million people in it. I still went there a good few times, right? And like they didn't really seem to give a fuck, and it was never busy.
So it was because of the service. That was why you hated it.
No, not even really. The food wasn't even good. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be blown away by these taste sensations up in my fucking mouth, and like, nah, didn't do it for me. But Chick-fil-A,
didn't rate it.
Chick-fil-A and Wendy's.
They used to have Wendy's here in the UK, didn't they?
Did they?
Defo they did.
I feel like they might have
Wait,
one.
have I made that up? Was it something else?
No,
Defo did. I'm gonna Google that.
No, they had what's the one they had at fucking shit, that's gonna remind me now. The one they had at like the Bray Head fucking turn off of the motorway, what was that called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Denny's.
Yeah, is that what you're thinking of?
No, they defo back in the day. They used to have in like service stations. I vividly remember I'm sure it was Wendy's. Was it not?
It wasn't, yeah.
Did they have Wendy's like
Wimpy?
That's what I'm thinking about.
No, fuck off, is that?
I'm pretty sure.
Starts with a W, so I'm like,
that is what I'm thinking of.
Maybe it's a Wimpy.
Wait, Wendy's finally departed the UK in 2001.
Oh shit, really? Well,
I think I'm thinking of Wimpy.
Mate, we were 3, so...
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say I'm thinking it is something else, but it's similar and you've got it was Wimpy. Do you remember them? No?
Aye, the bowling place.
Oh, on Renfrew Road?
Yeah.
Did they have one?
Aye, that was a Wimpy, was it not?
Did you hear that? I need to go to a chiropractor. I wonder if the mic picked that up.
Maybe it did. No, you know what I'll do? I'll cut it up and I'll fucking turn that to 400%. No, just fucking... Yeah, no,
I do really need to go to a chiropractor.
No, you should, that's good. Because like, you go for like a month or like 6 weeks, like a week at a time. And then they're like, oh, okay, we can go like to 2 weeks at a time, and then we can go a month at a time. So like, I'm literally going a month at a time, and it's not so bad now.
What puts me off is that first appointment's like £80. I'm like, there's so much better things I'd like to spend £80 on.
I mean, it depends where you go.
When I've looked, it's like the initial consultation is £80, and then everyone after is like 40, which I'm like, right, that's fine, £40, but
yeah,
just for someone to like kick my back. But see those videos online, I'm like,
yeah, you see them.
I need someone to do that to me.
But those
is it like that? The videos that you see, and they're pure like, and they pure bend you about and lean on you? No.
Nah, those are the videos that they want to show you. Obviously, so it's like the fucking highlights, the greatest hits of like fucking.
To reel you in.
But there's some when I'm like, oh my god, mate, I needed that. You're just like...
Oh, I really do need to go, actually. I said to my... Because it's one of those things that I know I need to do, but I put it off. So I said to my mum, like, see for like Christmas or something, can you book me a chiropractor session, and then I know I'll definitely go because you've booked it, and it's just something I keep putting off. And she was like, I think that's something you need to do yourself. You need to like phone up and like they'll ask you questions. She's like, I can't do that for you. I was like, but can you not? So,
no, you probably should do it yourself. She's probably right. But like, I should probably like get it from my mom. Like, I set up like a fucking full office. Like, you know how where I've got like my PlayStation? No, you don't.
No,
You've never seen it.
I don't know.
Have you ever played PlayStation with me?
All those times we played FIFA.
Aye. Sitting playing FIFA in the fucking snug, man.
What, did you have like a PlayStation room?
Aye, like it used to be my like old bedroom. It was like up the stairs, but I moved like down the stairs, and it's like this small wee box room. But like we set up like an office there, and it's like where my mom works during the day, and then like it's like I've set it up so it's really good for gaming, but obviously because it's really good for gaming, it's really good for being in an office as well. And she just doesn't know how to use it, so she just sits there like hunched over using a fucking laptop, and I'm like, mate, nah, use the fucking monitor that's there, and the keyboard and the mouse and shit, and she just doesn't use it. And then
she just sits with a laptop.
Yeah, she sits there with a laptop, and then like my dad obviously works night shifts, and he's in like in the next room, and he's like sleeping, and then like she ends up just moving downstairs and then fucking hunched over the kitchen table, and I'm like, mate, what the fuck is the point in that office? Would you not rather just...
Yeah. It's good to have a good setup. I hated when I was working in the living room. But now I've got a wee setup.
We had this thing in the first like lockdown of like displaying our like setup, like our gaming setup.
What do you mean displaying it?
Like sending photos in to our group chat of it. Like how good it was. Aye, gimpy as fuck, right? But there was value in it in the sense that like
you could show off.
No, like
what are you talking about?
It helped our fucking posture. Absolutely. And wasn't as damaging to us. You know
what games do you play?
Oh, you know, I can link you our gaming YouTube if you want.
You just have a YouTube?
Nah, we all actually have like YouTubes for like our PlayStation channels, because it links up to the PlayStation.
Okay.
And like we all make like fucking compilations of the clips that we take from the shit that we do together, and we make compilations and then we put them on YouTube, but no one can really ever see them because no one knows who the fuck we are.
Do you have them on private or no?
No, we don't, because there's not an option for that on the PlayStation YouTube anyway. So we just chuck them up there, and like if cunts want to watch them,
I don't get why do boys film themselves playing? Like, why do you record it?
Because you might get famous.
Why don't you do a podcast playing some games? Could do? We gaming episodes?
I could start being a Twitch streamer, and that could be it. I could just lift it off. But I was watching my own fucking gaming clip last night with someone else, and like hearing my own voice on that, it's not the same as hearing my own voice on this.
Oh really? In what way?
I sound so fucking gimpy.
Maybe it's because you're playing games.
I sound so geeky and like, oh, I got that kill. You know, it's like so. it sounds more nasally, and I'm not being more nasally. Like I'm just talking like a normal cunt. But I think the mic makes me.
Blame the mic. Maybe it's just because you're like in the zone. You're not focusing on what you're saying. You're just like playing the game, and you're not focusing on like, oh, how do I sound?
That's true.
So what games do you play?
We play FIFA quite a lot. We also play a shooting game called Rainbow Six Siege. by Tom
I think
Clancy.
I've heard my Fraser and all that mention Siege.
Fraser.
I don't think you know.
Don't say his full name actually.
I don't think you know our boy pals really.
No, I know some of them.
Yeah.
And I probably would know him if you showed me a photo of him, because I've probably fucking met him. But, like, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
It's funny, like, being bombed, like, just doing a podcast. Like.
And I'm Griffith Stone Cold Sober.
Yeah. Deal with it, but...
I've never watched right to
What
the
do you
end, so how do you end these? Because I've never, no offence, it's just always don't get to the end. How long have we been recording?
Too long. Come on. How do I end them? I just say, oh, mate, yeah, that is one of the things that's been in contention for me, because I've been like, mate, how the fuck do you end these?
Thanks for tuning in today, guys.
You've nailed it. I've literally said, thanks for listening, right? But see, in the first episode, I said, thanks for listening, and then see after it, I was like, it's not a fucking solo talk, Jacob. Why are you acting like a solo talk?
People do say that though. On
I know,
podcasts.
but like also it's not like a fucking...
I know it probably feels unnatural though.
I know. But like, fuck
well,
that
guys,
shit. I've
been Jacob Gunn. This has been the
I've been
Parlour.
Jacob Gunn. This is Jiddly or Jiddly, and we're here and we're...
Tune back in next week.
And we're in here, yeah, peace sign.
What was that? We're here, peace sign. Good times.
Goodness me. That unicorn's getting
What did you buy from the Chinese? Is it just up in your house?
yeah.
Must be starving. I've actually not had dinner either yet.
I got... I didn't want to like take the piss because my mum was ordering it, so I was like, salt and chili chicken, chips and...
Curry sauce, please.
Curry sauce. Yeah, but
You didn't get any rice?
no, I didn't get any rice because I was like, nah. Because I was like
That's what I
assuming
would get.
that they would get too much rice.
People always get too much rice.
I was like, yes,
I always do.
I'll take that.
For some
rice.
reason, every
Yeah.
time I want my own rice, if someone says, do you want to share rice? I'm like, I think I'll get my own rice. And every time it's like, you could definitely share rice. I don't need to get your own rice. It's too
Yeah,
much.
my brother's like that, and Boydie's also like that. Like, they take a full rice to themselves, and I'm like,
You really don't need all the rice.
Too much
Especially if you've
rice.
got chips, chicken, and the rice.
there's no flavour in our rice.
Suppose. I was listening to a podcast today and they were saying they do a would you rather segment, and it was would you rather not eat meat forever for the rest, like cut out meat or cut out vegetables. So then you first of all think vegetables obviously, but then potatoes, no chips, no potatoes. Oh, that's a hard one. That's what made me doubt it, but then I thought, nah, defo vegetables. I couldn't live without meat.
I know, but
Potatoes. And then technically,
Yeah,
does that mean
no.
no vodka? Because vodka comes from potatoes.
nah, fuck that. Fuck that, bro. Wait,
Well, you would cut out meat?
No,
Not a defo veg.
nah, you'd need to ask me when I'm sober, because obviously I'm like swayed towards
Sweet.
swayed. Christ, man. I think this was going to be the most drunk I'd been. Maybe
But
it's
do you
going to
think
be
it is?
like a progression.
Mm.
And yeah, because I've literally not eaten since fucking 11 in the morning or
Have
something.
you not?
No.
I had
and
lunch
it's not-
quite late today. I had
Max,
lunch at 4.
I was
which is-
gonna have a Chinese before I did this one.
You
but-
should have started eating.
But
I was a tiny bit late. I wasn't that late. I said about 7:30, 8, and I came here at like 8:15.
you came here at 8:30.
8:20.
You came here at 8:30, right? But my mum already like kind of fucked it in a sense, because I was like, well, no, I kind of fucked it because I was like, right, okay, when's dinner actually gonna like get here? Because I was like, let's get a Chinese. She was like, yes, okay, and then she was like, I'm gonna go get this, and I was like, is Jordan gonna turn up when this
Chinese.
gets here? And then she didn't.
And I was like,
You should have just texted me and said, I'm eating my Chinese, are you going to get here soon?
no, because I didn't want to eat it and then be like, oh, fucking salt and chili all over the fucking place.
Sometimes you feel like a bit of like you need a nap after you've just eaten. You don't want to go into a podcast with like those kind of vibes.
Yeah, no, I want to be all loosey-goosey, you know. Anyway,
enough.
Anyway, why does that my rhyme like that? Who's your favourite female rapper? You're my first female guest on the show. Actually, we need to talk about female shit.
We've been talking about football.
We've been talking about a whole lot of shit, but
I don't even know what we spoke about for 1 hour and 50 minutes.
mate, this is the longest one. No matter what I need to cut out of this fucking thing. No matter what I need to cut out of this thing, this is the longest one. So fucking congratulations.
Thanks.
Well done.
Your hands are roasting. Am I cold?
Yeah, yours are quite cold.
Really
I mean, I can turn the heater on if you want. Like, I didn't know you were cold. No, I can turn it on.
Absolute shit
I don't want
hospitality in the vibe.
I don't want to be fucking outed as a fucking abuser later on. Like, oh my god, the Vibe Parlour was fucking freezing when I was there. But there is a heater here, so
Hotel for cheeky. Oh.
shut up, bitch. What?
An hour and 50. That's long.
It's good shit,
if
man.
anyone is still watching at this point,
Mate, it would be good, wouldn't it? It would be good.
people do that on YouTube and it's like to use of those that are still to use of no what
To those of you that are still
am I
watching.
drunk? To those of you that are still watching, they're like comment something and then you know who's still watching. So
Right, I'm going to go pee. Can you
I'm EP too.
Right, okay.
Maybe we
Right.
should just end it here.
Right, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and because what the fuck else we got to talk about?
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean, if you really have more to talk to me about, you can get me back on one day. Maybe. I've got a busy schedule, so try and fit it in my diary.
I'm busy. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. We'll cut into this one. Because I
What
think
do
we
you
fucked
cut
that
into?
last, like, 30 seconds.
Okay. I think you actually need a wee snap thing. You could probably get one on like eBay or Amazon. That would be fun and get like right the vibe.
Yeah, like a
on it.
fucking...
Yeah.
Yes,
Do it.
yes to all
Please.
the things you're saying. Yes. Okay.
Are you going to get an intro song as well? I feel you need that. I could sing it for you. The Vibe Parlour.
I don't know if you're just the right fit for the Vibe Parlour. I just
Okay.
don't know if it will work.
Okay.
But this has been Jiddly o Diddly.
I have.
Clyde 1, Radio Clyde, BBC Radio 2, if you're listening.
Is that only?
That is a voice for the radio.
Sorry, my eye touched.
Are you ready for it?
Do you think I have a nice voice?
It's alright.
Meh.
Certainly got a face for the radio, eh?
You already made that
I
joke.
know,
at
I
the
know.
start.
Sorry. I know,
Your jokes
but
have been
anyone
serious.
that watched it at the start's probably forgot by the time we got to the end. It's been what, an hour and fucking... Mate, are we fucking 2 hours in?
I
Right,
know,
okay,
that's mad.
right.
Right, let's stop
Right,
now.
come on. Jesus. Anyway, thanks for listening.
And watching.
This was episode 8.
8, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know you made that many.
Yeah, we be out here doing some stuff.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Thanks for coming.
I don't think you still need me soon. Thanks.
Thanks to my mom, thanks to God, and thanks to who else do you want to say thanks to?
I can't think of anyone else. Just Mum and God. Those are the two most.
Mom and God,
important
mom and
people.
God. Right, okay.
And
And we're done. We're done. We're